One hell of a video. Good morning, YouTube. I should have a seatbelt on, but go fuck off. I'm in the back neighborhoods that I've known for many years. And a part of my stomping ground. And with that being said, this thing is annoying, so give me just a second. But today, we're gonna cover this thing called crazy nigga theory. We all know the negative side effects of crazy nigga theory, but there's a positive side to crazy nigga theory. It finds its basis in spiritual battle that we all neglect. Crazy nigga theory gets you out of situations that would inevitably destroy you, and eventually it's a gradual destroy. And sometimes it's immediate, but usually in life, and by God's grace, it's gradual, giving us a chance to decide something new for ourselves. Now, I can bump my gums forever and make it sound pretty and nice and shit to draw attention, but you know I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you and try to get the fuck back to my business. So, and the crazy nigga theory that I like, and no one puts words to this. A lot of the shit that I'll be saying, I swear, it's coming out of the machinations of my own mindset. You're welcome, or I'm sorry, whatever applies. But for such a creation, its implications are useful if you're feeling stuck in anything. And I'm documenting me using it. Not as crazy as like I'm crashing out or being a crash dummy, but crazy as in by being judged by people that find what they do is normalcy, like serving a slave master, and these things above them are slave masters, and then they would judge me as being crazy for rebelling. That's crazy nigga theory. Crazy nigga theory is doing what I have to do for myself to get ahead, even though the solution in a way looks weird. That's crazy nigga theory. But to implement it, you have to neglect the opinions of everyone. Fuck everybody's opinions. They don't know shit. Especially when you're right, they never come back and like, hey, I was wrong about that. My judgment was misleading. Fuck them. And then fuck them after the fact too. Because think about it. What kind of company do you need like that? Like crazy nigga is coming to the realization, and it's not crazy nigga, but we'll deal with we have to call their disrespect for what it is. Like, these people are disrespectful and hateful with a smile on their face. It's crazy nigga when you're not getting the pay that you work hard for. It's crazy nigga when and you decide not to deal with their bullshit anymore. But the flaw in the average man's crazy nigga is they don't plan for progression in the proper way. Everybody has their different levels of attacks, right? Most people I notice can just make one layer of counter-striking and get out of whatever's happening in their life. Me, I have to multi-clever, like the average person that comes across me thinks I'm intelligent. I think that's a flaw. Because the shit that I deal with, if I was intelligent, you know, the average dumbass would say some shit like, oh, if you're so smart, why are you going through bullshit? And I think they may have a point. But what I'm fighting isn't human. It's not even human constructed. And what other people are fighting is not human constructed, but it acts different with other people. Me, Like, I'll give you a prime example. I've been dealing with financial woes for a long time, random, and it's not because anything I've done, anything. Prime example, I'm trading crypto, and all markets stay down all the time. The probability of that is impossible, and they find a way to like cut short, and I have to stay sharp on it, and I have to put safe catches just to make sure I win. So basically making it mathematically impossible for me to lose. But even when I win, the market wants to take a sharp crash. Like, for example, it was a cryptocurrency by McAfee, the creator of the antivirus and whatnot, and he made it. And it turned into a pump and dump, but it was a really strong cryptocurrency. I made a good few thousand, lived off of it. But the fact, there's multi-layer attacks that came with that. As soon as I found out that the number was high, it's like as soon as I saw it, someone else saw it and started crashing the market immediately. I sold, and I still got my benefit from it. Then life, immediately after I got a lot of money, started throwing random old bills and random shit and just extra stuff that wasn't present. It would have never been present unless I've got that money. And I've noticed that over and over and over and over. Problems that are never present, but only present when I make a progression. Now, that's where the multi-layered chess in the crazy nigga theory comes to mind and comes to light. You have to have a next progression and a next progression, because every progression you make, it seems that the demonic realms of these things, people, and machinations, they find ways to, okay, let's derail him and push him back into the old paradigm where he has to deal with this, and we're gonna shame him because he wants to better himself and he pays himself first, even though the businesses that run these people do exactly what I've been doing. Actually, I'm holding to principles that most businesses don't even do. So when you scratch your head, whenever you can scratch your head based off of basic logic, and other things progress off of basic logic, regardless of if you're colored like me, if you're any pigment like me or any other pigment, yes, race and hatred and random confusion could be part of it, but at the end of the day, you have to understand spiritual is a different type of hatred. You have to take in consideration that attack is going to happen, and it's going to progressively happen until you're so far away from the paradigm that and there's majority of people, like at least 60%, are sleepers in one degree or another. You have to make it to where if the Matrix and the hive mind and the Borg people try to shove you back in the old paradigm, they look retarded. Like, some people do know what they're doing, systems, situations, but they're mainly ego-based entities. Ego-based entities. So if these ego-based entities constantly get served shame, which is only one rung above the lowest frequency in existence, they're gonna not like that. They're not gonna like that. They don't want to look stupid continuously. So that's your game plan. Push the paradigm so strong that they can't shove you back in without destroying themselves. And trust me, I've seen people that didn't give a fuck and they end up destroying themselves. Because there's laws, frequencies, and levels. Tesla told us about it, or whatever wording he used to it. And here's the thing about shame too in itself, while I'm closing this off. People try to shame you. People try to throw dirt, try to throw shade, but they forget they have to be in darkness to throw shade. They have to be in shit to throw dirt. And they have to be beneath you to pull you down. Peace.